Welcome in, everybody. Today we're going to do a deep dive into something pretty incredible, the Alliant Educational Foundation's 2024 annual report.
Yeah, it really is impressive. They're doing some fantastic work.
So this report lays out everything they've been up to over the past year, and their mission is all about creating these connections.
Right, these bridges between communities and universities and all these different organizations.
Exactly, and it's all aimed at making society more equitable and healthy, which, I mean, who doesn't want that?
Exactly. It's such a crucial goal.
And get this, they're impacting lives in so many ways. We're going to be talking about a whopping $10 million in scholarships given out over the last 9 years.
And a brand new program they just launched to support future psychologists who are really passionate about social justice.
Oh yeah, and we can't forget their mental health initiative, especially with this huge shortage of professionals we're facing here in California.
It's going to be a fascinating deep dive, I can already tell.
Okay, so first things first, they handed out $750,000 in scholarships and tuition support this year alone.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know, right? That's over 500 students whose lives are directly changed by this, but here's what really blew my mind.
What's that?
They're managing about $8 million in these private endowment funds, meaning this impact isn't just a one-time thing, it's built to keep on giving.
Right, it's like planting a seed that grows into a whole forest.
Exactly. And then there's the AEF Fellows Prism. It's brand new, launched just this year, and they're already supporting 19 incoming doctoral students.
All in clinical psychology, and many are first-generation college students.
It's incredible. They're paving the way for a whole new generation of mental health professionals.
And it sounds like they're aiming high, hoping to eventually support, get this, 80 to 100 students with multi-year scholarships.
Yeah, plus the mentorship and peer connections, it's like a whole support system.
And it's awesome that they have Connell Persico, the AEF's vice chair, as the program's board champion.
Yeah, he's really passionate about it. And you know what really got to me were the stories from the scholarship recipients?
Oh yeah, those are always so powerful.
Like Christian C., he wants to be a mental health leader for marginalized communities.
Communities that are often overlooked. Yeah,
Yep.
That's amazing.
And he talked about how this scholarship wasn't just financial aid, it was this like beacon of hope, helped him believe in himself.
It's so true how sometimes that financial burden can really weigh on you.
Right. And then Cynthia C., she wants to be a bilingual school psychologist, uplift her community.
That's fantastic, especially with the growing need for bilingual services.
She said the scholarship gave her this huge sense of financial relief so she could really focus on her purpose, her why.
Powerful stuff.
And it's not just young students. Mayumi D., she's a 46-year-old therapist and a mom using this scholarship to pursue her doctorate.
Wow, that's inspiring. Talk about lifelong learning.
And Daniel F's story really got to me. He's overcoming hearing disability obstacles in the education system.
That's got to be incredibly tough.
He said the scholarship made him feel like someone actually believed in him, like someone saw his potential.
That validation can mean the world.
Absolutely. Now beyond scholarships, the foundation is also really into fostering innovation, and that's where their Innovation Seed grants come in.
They've given out over $200,000 to faculty and staff so far.
And they just approved funding for 10 brand new projects this year.
I was looking through the list. The projects are so diverse and interesting.
Right, like Carolyn Allard's project, she's assessing the mental health needs of Ukrainians after the invasion.
Such important work, especially given the ongoing conflict.
And Rebecca Bukach is using art therapy to help incarcerated women build resilience.
That's such a creative and compassionate approach.
I love it. And then Julie Green is working to demystify career paths in psychology for BIPOC high school students.
That's amazing, making sure everyone has access to information and opportunity.
And you know what really stood out to me? They have this brand new strategic plan with clear goals for 2026. They're not just winging it.
I like that. It shows they're thinking long term.
And it's really well structured, supporting students, faculty, staff, the community, expanding those mental health consortia, growing fundraising, managing endowments.
Covering all the bases I like.
And their vision statement is fantastic, a world of healthy communities that value learning, equality, and dignity.
Hard to argue with that, right?
Absolutely. And their mission statement echoes that, building bridges between under-resourced communities and universities.
And other organizations, all for a more equitable, healthy, and just society.
And their core values are spot on: collaboration, accountability, social justice, inclusion, resourcefulness.
It's like they're baking those values into everything they do.
Exactly. And that brings us to their work in responding to community needs, and they are stepping up big time to address the mental health crisis.
Especially for children and youth. That's where their Regional Children's Mental Health Consortium comes in.
They're partnering with Alliant's own California School of Professional Psychology, both in San Diego and the Bay Area.
It's all about supporting those who are struggling, especially kids and teens from under-resourced families.
And here's why this is so important. The 2024 Annie E. Casey Foundation's Kids Count report ranked California 43rd in the whole U.S.
43rd. Wow. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, it's for the economic well-being of families, meaning a lot of kids are facing some serious challenges.
And, children living in poverty are way more likely to experience those adverse childhood experiences, the ACEs.
And those can have a huge impact on their mental health down the line.
Exactly. So the consortium's trying to get ahead of that. They're placing clinical psychology grad students at youth-serving agencies.
It's a win-win. Students get amazing experience, and kids and families get the mental health services they desperately need.
Such a smart approach.
And San Diego County is projected to be short 18,000 mental health professionals by 2027.
That's a scary number.
The consortium is really trying to be part of the solution, and they expanded to the Bay Area in 2023 after really listening to the community.
Taking the time to understand those specific needs, that's great.
They're not just assuming a one-size-fits-all approach will work.
Makes sense.
And to help support those grad students doing this vital work, they have the Dr. Jeffrey Tyrengel Memorial Stipend.
It's specifically for community mental health, a great way to provide a little extra help.
Speaking of support, the report also highlighted all the amazing donors who are making this work possible.
They have a whole section recognizing their major donors, those who gave $1,000 or more.
And their supporting donors, those who gave between $1 and $999, every bit counts, right?
Absolutely.
And then they have this Legacy Society for Planned Gifts, recognizing folks who've decided to support the foundation through their estate plans.
That's a powerful statement of belief in their mission.
It really is. And of course, it's not just about the money, it's about the people behind it all.
The ones who are making it happen, the board of directors, the staff, the key consultants, they're all listed in the report.
Yeah, it's this whole incredible team with a ton of diverse expertise: academia, business, law, psychology.
Like the Avengers of social change.
I love that. And they're not just focused on internal expertise, they really emphasize the importance of alumni engagement.
Getting everyone involved.
And they provide specific examples of how alumni can contribute, like speaking on a panel or mentoring students.
Making it easy for them to find their place and give back.
It's this awesome web of interconnected support, and they're just getting started, which is really exciting.
There's so much potential there. So what really jumps out at you from all this?
For me, it's their focus on mental health, especially for kids and youth. The Mental Health Consortia are doing some truly amazing work.
I agree. And their commitment to social justice and inclusion is so refreshing. They're not just talking about it, they're living it.
Right. And their strategic plan's so impressive. They're thinking long-term and really taking concrete steps to make a lasting impact.
That sustainability is key.
It's really inspiring to see an organization so dedicated to making a difference. What about you?
I'm really struck by their collaborative approach, partnering with universities, community groups, donors. They get that they can't do it alone.
It's a true testament to their belief in collective action. So what does this all mean for our listeners? Why should they care?
Because it impacts all of us, their focus on mental health, social justice, community well-being, it has a ripple effect that goes way beyond those they're directly helping.
By investing in students and research and community programs, they're helping create a better society for everyone.
We all benefit from that.
And their work is a great reminder that we all have a role to play in creating change.
Whether it's volunteering, donating, or just raising awareness.
We can all contribute to a brighter future.
And they make it easy to get involved. Their annual report tells you exactly how to connect with them, support their work.
They even have a website dedicated to planned giving, encouraging folks to leave a legacy.
They really believe in the power of community and individual action.
They're not just waiting for change to happen, they're creating it.
Which brings up an interesting question for you listening. Given their commitment to community impact and building bridges, what other partnerships or initiatives could they explore?
Right. What other possibilities are out there?
And think about your own community. What untapped resources or collaborations could help create a more equitable and healthy society?
It's something to think about.
So many possibilities.
We definitely encourage you to learn more about the Alliant Educational Foundation, check out their website, maybe attend an event, connect with their alumni network.
They're always looking for passionate people who share their vision.
Remember, even small actions can have a big impact. The Alliant Educational Foundation is proof of that.
They're showing that when we work together, we can create a brighter future for everyone.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep making a difference.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time.
There are